Hello, it's Wednesday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Morayo Afolabi Brown. As always, I have my lovely co-host here with me. Hi, ladies.
Hello. Yo.
Nima in the building.
Yo.
I wanted to catch all the gist. I've not seen Jumoke this week. Long time.
There's plenty gist too. We thank God.
How are you?
I'm fine. And my visit to Party yesterday went well. I found
You
out
see
that
any criminals?
of course, they are everywhere. But the people that are supposed to be investigating our work seem to be, doing some kind of work that we don't understand. Because I don't understand how a security agent will write a public agency and not get his stated, requirements that he wrote requesting met and say, okay, that's the end of investigation. Wow. I don't understand.
Interesting.
But thank God we have the PPRO working with us, and hopefully I'm going to get.
Please get to the bottom of this. Yes. Okay. Let me jump over to Madam.
So Jumoke has a lot of gist, right? True. I've not seen this week. We're supposed to have lunch yesterday.
Last week say you were dodging.
Don't mind them. It's the way they're doing the schedule. We go and have lunch today. So we thank God for a very successful July. In August, I have a target to help 5 people become millionaires in August, just by setting the foundation, for their own business.
I hope I'm part of it.
I've been doing it. I did
it.
Wait, I did it in July.
You got a new car this month.
Yes.
Wait, you've not launched it too?
It's going to launch eventually. Things are
that car is that's terrible now. Terrible.
Yes, no.
Jeez. Damn, girl, you're a
million. My birthday this month.
You're making money. We're making money. We're making money. We're making money this year.
Yes. That's how it is.
As well.
I just touched her now.
Wow. I should want to join this business. I just want to join this business. I just want to join your business, honestly.
It's not your type of business.
TVC is not paying me that much. I'll be your PA. Please. I'll be your PA. How are you doing, Esther?
I'm fine. I just touched Jumoke. I just took the anointing to become a millionaire.
You tapped into it.
Definitely.
But it's hard work. Let them start thinking that the money just dropping from the sky.
Actually,
she's in a lot of work to get to that point. So please, nobody should go and start.
It's a lot of work.
Esther, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm all right.
Yeah.
So, nothing much. Just work.
Right.
Esther.
We just in this table. On
Get
this table.
a life.
I have a life.
So how is he
Morayo,
doing?
you just said it. Esther doesn't gist.
Yes.
She's holding on too much.
How is that guy you mentioned the other time?
It's fine. No, it's fine.
What do you guys do? Go to the movies? There are movies out there. And you guys
Really,
go out?
I've not gone to see a movie for almost 2 years now.
So what do you guys do?
What have you people been doing?
No, we just see, talk.
Talk about what?
Life. Future.
Wait, so when you now finish marrying, they'll be talking.
They'll be talking life.
It's work. The situation in Nigeria.
Sweetheart, there's no money in your life. It's work that is in your life. Tell the truth.
There's a man. He's very handsome. There's a man.
What is your open-ended
She's
question?
searching, and I'm still the chairperson, application committee.
Because if you trust me, if you got a man, we'll know.
I do.
No, you don't.
But,
But it's okay. But if you are available,
I just see how she's
quickly
glowing.
say,
I see how she's, madam is glowing.
I'm glowing.
Let's take a break, Jerry. When we come back, we'll get the juice out of it.
Or we'll find
Was
somebody.
it on a Thursday, Friday?
Jumoke, you must investigate.
I will.
Investigate. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Okay, so Esther said when during the break, the guy is very boring.
Morayo.
I'm just joking. I'm sorry, Mabinu. It was a joke. It was a lie. I lied. Let's take a break. We're now going to watch. We're going to look at the front pages of the newspaper, The Punch. Policemen, others stole all movable items in my house, says Jonathan. Picture here: Lagos Chief Justice grants amnesty to 80 underage inmates. Osinbajo redeploys ICPC chair Ekpo Nta. NUC gets 240 applications for new varsities. Obasanjo, Atiku, others exit affected us, says PDP. Hoodlums invade Kogi Assembly, attack lawmakers, strip member. Controversy over whereabouts of Alhaji, arrested for Badu killings. We talked about him yesterday. Dangote sells 86 billion naira cement stake to foreign investors. 55% of VAT revenue generated from where? Lagos, says Adeosun. No ID number, no passport from 2018, says NIS. And finally, foreign negotiators involved in bid to free abducted lecturers in all the state's federal government.
The picture story.
Yes.
I like
The
that
Chief
story.
Justice of Lagos, Justice Atilade, you know, while freeing and granting amnesty to underage prisoners, decried the detention decried the detention of underage prisoners, especially in that Badagry area. And when they brought the application to, you know, to grant amnesty to them, they brought about 20, only for her to get to the prisons and found over 90 underage detainees.
Between 7 and 17 years of
Can
age.
you imagine?
Doing
Why?
petty things.
We have a remand home for boys in Oregon.
Yes.
Right.
So is it that it is? And I saw that
No,
they were
that's
doing
after
some
conviction.
Okay.
That's a juvenile prison.
Okay.
That's after conviction. But these are awaiting trial cases. You know, you just lock them
kids.
up for wandering without, you know.
Without
this
ID
is
card.
just an eye opener to the problem we have in society. There's a lacuna. We don't have a system that caters for this kind of thing.
I wanted to
I wanted
carry
to
with
take allergy. You know,
Go
the
ahead.
missing
I wanted
allergy.
to talk about. Go
One
ahead.
that lives in Magodo.
Yes.
This is Magodo matter. I'm
Hey.
going to leave this area.
They went to his area. The reporter in Punch went to his house and he said, "I'm at home. Nobody arrested me. They don't have evidence. I'm into oil and gas. All this, and that shrine, I inherited that shrine. And you're an allergy. This is where I have a problem. I inherited the shrine and he has operated and lived in Ikorodu for over 30 years. And that, you know,
that's where it comes to
and that the police don't have anything on him. And the PRO for the police in Lagos, Mr. Famosco, was saying that, you know, that he's still in custody and that the investigations are ongoing. I want this thing cleared. There's a confusion.
Let's move on very quickly then to The Nation. VCs in trouble for taking 5.7 million naira furniture allowance. Africa's largest rice mill opens. That's in Kebbi State. Foreign investors pumped 86 billion into Dangote cement. National identity number now mandatory for passport issuance. Service chiefs relocate to Borno. And media officers report that Tinubu's new plane is fake. Lots of stories. Which one do you want to talk
I wanted to talk about the passport one because it affects me. National Immigration Service is saying that for you to get your passport renewed from 2018, you must have the NIMC ID
National
card.
Identification Number.
Thank you.
You know, and you know how difficult it is to get that thing.
No, it's
Have
not,
you
it's
registered?
not difficult.
No, Murayo, wait, it's
not
difficult.
difficult.
Have you registered?
I have not because I have
The-
tried.
the
I have
I
a long
temporary
time.
I go under 15 minutes.
You
I'm
have
done.
temporary. Do you
Right.
have your permanent card now?
That's if you do
No,
you
I
have a
don't, just
permanent
the temporary
card?
one.
No,
Hey.
the temporary one that I even have while waiting for them to come in forever is missing.
Lubaton.
Anyways.
And I've been going there.
So they need to. I know that they have issues, you know, identifying Nigerians, you know, but we have done registration for everything. Phone,
license.
driver's license.
Then that's why they're saying
INEC, gbogbo ẹ, what
that is why
registered?
they don't want you to register again for passport. Get your NIN number, then that's
I've
all your
already-
details
was
are there.
easy.
I already have my passport, Morayo. It's just renewal, and they're saying that even for renewal, you have to get that card.
Let's talk about Africa's largest rice mill opening in Kebbi State. That's
that's a good
fantastic.
one.
That's
Osinbajo,
fantastic, yeah.
opened that. That's big. So because, as I said before, we need to produce everything we consume
Yeah.
here in
And rice
Nigeria.
is
So
one of
hopefully,
our
rice is one of our staple foods. And the VCs have been investigated. Imagine 480,000 naira per month.
All the VCs,
For
federal
all the
universities.
federal universities, they receive 480,000
For
naira
furniture.
monthly for furniture allowance.
That means they are buying chairs every month. As in
Jesus.
wardrobe every month.
This is
Corruption
interesting.
in the
Hey,
system.
moving on then to Vanguard. They stripped my house bare, says Jonathan. I saw that picture. That was so unfair. I feel really bad. That says all furniture, toilet fittings, inner doors, and frames carted away. 6 policemen among those arrested. 6, not 36 TV sets stolen. U.S. fought Army's claim of Boko Haram defeat. Why National Assembly rejected devolution of powers to states, says Senate leader. Obasanjo, others exit affected us, but PDP, I guess they're going to work around that. And Osinbajo, Pandev meets today. All right, so let's talk about Jonathan and then talk about the U.S.
Okay. You want to take it or should I go?
Jonathan's
the
house.
Ex-president said the story we took yesterday that, you know, they burgled the house and took away everything, but that it wasn't 36 plasma TVs, but 6 of them. And the policemen guarding the house took this thing. And I'm wondering if we had to use public policemen, not private security firms, to guard a house where nobody's staying. And we have 6 television sets in the house where nobody's staying. And, you know, the economy and everything is this hard.
Ah, come on.
Do you understand?
So, I mean, you have the house in your village, you have a house in Lagos. Are you going to leave
Who's
the
guarding
house
my
in
house
your
in the
village?
village?
Are you going to
Hey,
leave
but
your
he's-
house in the village
you
without
should not
TV
have
He's
the
the
set?
ex-president.
I agree.
Come
He's the
on, if you
ex-president.
have 6 sitting rooms and 6 TV
This
sets,
is the reality. in the society now,
Okay.
eating us in the face.
Okay.
Let's talk about the U.S.
No,
faulting.
you're not even talking about the thefts. You're talking about
We
what he
talked
has
about
in the
theft.
house.
We talked about the theft yesterday. And
right.
today, because of the details of everything coming out, I'm wondering why we have to maintain a house based on public
I don't think
for
that
the
that's
six
a
like that.
valid
Six
argument.
policemen. Okay, that's
Okay.
That's about the U.S.
Talking about security, the U.S. faulting the army, saying that they shouldn't have come out to say they have defeated the Boko Haram. I don't think so, because what is happening right now is that they could not hold down to their territories. Now, I remember that Boratei said that he was the chief of army staff, that they were going to go to the Sambisa forest and use it as a training center, and that way they won't be able to come back to to gain footholds.
Maiduguri was supposed to be the base. They were supposed to be working from Maiduguri.
That's what our president told us in the opening
I'm wondering
speech.
now why they are.
So I guess they brought them back,
Yeah,
and
they
then now
came
that
back
the insurgency issue has started again, they're not taking it
lost
back.
I like
over
that
50
on-
people.
On Monday, they apologized for giving
Yeah,
us false
I love that.
information.
I love that.
That's what they- that's
You
what
know,
we
that's
say.
sincerity too. But Mo, we should not forget this story of the House leader coming to say that
National Assembly.
that the reason why they didn't take the devolution of they threw it out, division of power during the Constitution, saying that the people that are calling for restructuring did not canvass enough.
Yes.
That they are actually speaking the mind of their constituencies,
That's
and
what-
that is not true.
But Jamia Miller now said, in response to that senator, saying that, listen, obviously lots of people there's been a lot of uproar against this, and they're definitely going to bring it back up again for argument. And
Better.
because there are like 9 different steps on that devolution of powers, and each item must have been taken one by one. But
Exactly.
initially,
Don't
they
throw
just
out
had
everything.
everything. So hopefully they're going to bring this back in September. They're right now they're on vacation. They're going for summer.
What are they vacating
Labata.
on? What have they done?
Moving on to Daily Sun.
Oh my God.
Remember we talked about something called $1 billion that they use on vacation.
How much are they using to buy cars
tea.
again?
Daily Sun, thugs beats lawmaker black and blue
Wow.
in Kogi. Who has that story, please?
Massimo Beauty.
Okay. Attack Assembly as Speaker others escape death. APC governors beg Nigerians opposition jeers. Arewa youths relax quit order to Igbos. Arewa youths relax quit order to Igbos. Beg your pardon. Adefarati's son, Agagu's brother, make Ondo commissioners list. Will win 30 states in 2019, PDP boasts. And Anambra ahead of UN gender equality, says Obiano. So this thing that happened, it's not really funny. Let's not laugh because this thing is really bad.
Well, if you think we shouldn't laugh, I will not laugh. But yesterday, the report came out that the House of Assembly in Kogi State was taken over by thugs, and that you would see lawmakers running everywhere. But this speaker for the representative of Igala Mela Odolu constituency, Friday, Sani Makama, who was just resuming after a suspension that was reviewed by a court, resuming sitting yesterday, was the target of this attack.
Right.
He was beaten,
Yes.
back, black and blue, and
was-
and stripped half naked,
That's
and
all right.
dragged, pulled out on the floor, out of the house. And I'm wondering that the security agents within the House of Assembly,
Could not do anything
They said they turned
about it.
the other way.
in fact,
Yes?
Yes.
How much is
now,
their salary?
Let me go to the juice of the story.
It's not.
This person had taken the House of Assembly of Kogi State to court for granting the Kogi State governor extra spending money or extra budget for spending. I think something like that. And because of that, he was suspended. He went to court, and the court reviewed that suspension, and he was just resuming yesterday. So the allegations that this was sponsored by the governor seem to have some credibility.
Yeah. Okay.
But we should
I
not
quickly
justify
wanted to
it.
take APC begging Nigerians that their party has failed woefully.
No, they said that.
Even-
That's not what they said.
even-
That's not what
What
they
did
said.
Atiku say?
No, it wasn't
Guardian
Atiku.
now.
Everybody calm down.
What
We're
did
getting
Atiku say?
hanging down.
He didn't
We're
say
getting
that.
rowdy. Hanging down. Was Rochas or Korocha?
Wait, what
It
did
was
Atiku
Rochas.
say?
I didn't read the Guardian.
You see?
I didn't read Guardian.
Anyway, so PDP was replying Rochas Okorocha that rather than apologizing to Nigerians, just quit because you have failed. You have not only have you taken us back 16 years by destroying all the things that
PDP should not
did.
say anything.
Let me finish the story now.
Hang in there. Go ahead. Please.
Not only have you destroyed what PDP has done in the last 16 years, you have now even put Nigeria into crisis. So rather than apologize, just resign.
Okay, so what did you say?
The PDP should not be talking. Daya Day should keep shut. They had 16 years. And what did they do? They had we had oil in its bountiful measures.
How much is that
They
yacht?
did not keep anything. For
How much is
yacht.
Aluko's yacht?
Thank you.
$80 million.
They should stop
How much
talking.
is,
They
what-
should stop talking.
Moving on,
years.
moving on,
Only
moving on
question
to
I have
this
to
day.
Nigerians: is
Unfortunately,
your life better now than those 16 years?
It should have been worse.
Okay, all right.
It would have been worse.
Let's move on. Unfortunately, we can't take this day, but let me just read the headlines. In fighting corruption, don't focus on loot recovery alone, says Saraki. Battle-ready military chiefs arrive Maiduguri to tackle Boko Haram. Tinubu, I have not purchased any new airplane. No. Manufacturing index expands for 4th consecutive month. And finally, banks to extend 9 mobiles loan pending new investors. This Saraki story.
I really loved it. So Saraki was just saying that the president should focus not only on recovering loot,
On stopping corruption.
but he should focus on stopping corruption, and that himself, that he has stopped taking pension from Kwara State. Which month, sir? Is that in July or in August? After taking it for 2 years.
Wait.
What have we done with that amount of money?
Let's take a break. Okay, that's not what the paper said. When we come
I'm
back,
asking him questions.
when we come back, do you have old shoes that you don't need? Our guest from Save a Soul organization will tell us what you can do about those shoes. And later, we discuss how small-scale businesses can survive in a hostile environmental situation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So we have guests from the largest charity shoe drive in Nigeria, Blueprint Save a Soul. Olufemi Ogunsanwo and Adeleke Adeleye are here to enlighten us on how they collect over 10,000 shoes every year for the less privileged. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you. My
Good
pleasure.
to have you. You were here last year. We talked about
Yep,
the
we were
shoes.
here last
How
year.
was last year's
Last year
drive?
was amazing. The turnout was awesome, and this year, we're trying to use social media to have a bigger turnout since everyone
Fantastic.
is going towards social media now.
So which areas are you reaching out to? I mean, how do you identify the areas that need, or people who need shoes?
Okay, well, last year we went to Makoko. This year we are going to Iwaya.
Where's that?
The Iwaya slums in Lagos. You see, you're too poor.
No, we're asking where. Some people might not know where that is now. You said Iwaya. What's Iwaya? Iwaya. I'm like, what is Iwaya? Okay, Iwaya. Okay. Okay, yes, Iwaya. So I'm going to Iwaya.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
She's from Agolda.
No.
Femi, so I'm sure we asked you last year why you're doing this, because it's charity. You're spending time, money, effort that you should have been using to make money for yourself, to just do this for people. Tell us again, why exactly are you doing this?
Look, why are we doing this?
Every little helps, so we're trying to make a difference. Okay. So the little we can do every year, we just try and put ourselves out there and make things happen.
I mean, if you think about it, everybody has shoes that they don't wear. You have shoes in your cupboard, and that people out there that really need these shoes. It will cost you nothing. You're going to throw away those shoes at the end of the day, but there are people out there that those shoes could mean hope. It could help them prevent diseases. It could give them a sign of belonging, that we are not alone, that people out there that actually want a better life for us. I mean, let's just put smiles on people's faces. We're not going to be here forever.
It's good, but I'm wondering though that some people can just take advantage of this and dump any bad shoe on you.
Yeah, we get
How
that.
do you pick which shoes to take, and then are you open to monetizing this in case someone thinks I have too many old shoes but I can afford to give you money for them?
No. For the shoes that are beyond, like we pick up old shoes, and the shoes that we need to repair, we repair them. The shoes that are way beyond repair, we throw them away. Because it won't make sense giving people shoes that you can't even wear. That's pointless. And for the monetizing part, no, I just give us shoes, don't money.
For charity, you could have done a lot of things, clothes, food, but why specifically shoes?
I had a dream.
Leke, you want to take that? Oh, he's dreaming. Tell us why shoes.
Well, we went with shoes. Well, we're basketballers, and shoes are, it's a very important part of basketball. So it was something we just decided on the courts one day. Why don't we do something about it? There are several people on the basketball courts that have shoes they don't need anymore because it's not as fashionable, so things like that can be given to someone that actually needs it. So that was how we came up
What has
with
the response been like? Because I know people, it's comfortable to give shoes to kids, but adults, so how have you really had adults to come and say, you know what, thanks for these shoes? Do you have people who since last year, what has the response been like?
I mean, we get children's shoes, adult shoes. On Instagram, Save a Soul, there's a whole bunch of pictures out there for people to actually see what we do. And for adults also appreciate it, but there's some adults too that when you give them the shoes, they'll also size it up like, so they'll size it up and be like, okay, well, can I have those other ones? So yeah, we get that as well.
You're reaching out in Lagos, and Lagos is almost like the city that everybody is almost at a particular level. Well, you can make it here, but in the Northeast, if you want to share shoe, they will not check the size of the shoe.
They will just pick it up.
Why are you not looking at the areas where I think they would really need the shoe, no matter what kind of shoe it is?
Now that you made that suggestion, I'm sure we'll look into that for our next one. We'll get there.
So I saw pictures from last year and how happy, the kids were, and what you're doing would encourage other people who never thought about it, that, so just my old shoes can make someone this happy. Are there some people who go home unhappy because maybe they don't find their sizes?
No, that's why we make sure we collect a whole lot of shoes. So we collect about 10,000 shoes. I mean, if we do 10,000 shoes every year, everybody will be happy. Even myself, I'll wear some.
Let me take this call. Crystal, are you there? Oh, we lost that call. Yes, Esther.
So what informs you to know that this person really needs the shoe? Because some people that already have at home might actually want to
madam, that place, does it have shoes?
When you get there, you know.
No, those ones, I won't probably give it a percentage, but people are, when you see them, you know that these people need shoes. It's not a...
So today, if I have a pair of shoes out there, where can I go to? Where do I drop off the shoes?
Okay.
Where are you collecting? When's the deadline? When are you going out? Do you need volunteers? What exactly do you need to help make this happen?
To donate a shoe, check Save a Soul on Instagram. That's SOLE, SAVEASOLE, Save a Soul. Or you could reach us on 080234590.
Don't worry about the numbers, thank you.
So on Sunday, we're doing a pickup. So if you're living in Lagos and you have shoes for us, we'll come and pick up your shoes. So just try and reach us. They can reach you too. They could go to your page and try and send you a message to send it to me.
So I think of the logistics of picking up all the shoes across Lagos.
That's a lot.
It will cost you some money, right? Yeah. How are you funding your dream? You have
Okay, let me take this.
Needs funding, and someone just out there, like I said before, might be thinking, I don't want to give you shoe.
There's a phone call.
And give you funding.
Let me take Mustafa. Mustafa, are you there? We lost that call again. What's going on with our phone lines today? Yeah, so issue of money comes up, obviously. So, funding. I know it's a charity project, so obviously you shouldn't be collecting money from people. We should be collecting if you need, but how do you fund all this kind of pickups, distributions, and all that stuff?
Can we talk about that?
No, we cannot. All right.
So, but at least between us, we just try and make it happen. Right. It's not that much. Right. I mean, we'll buy fuel. Thank God, God has given us the opportunity to have cars. So on Sunday, we buy full tank. We'll go to Lekki, go to Ikeja, go to Ojoelegba, pick up shoes, small money, make T-shirts. It's not that serious. Right. It's not, it's not major.
Fantastic. Well done. Yeah. So this Sunday is do you need volunteers?
We got a couple of volunteers, but we're also careful with these volunteers because some people just want to volunteer for social media. Not that they really want to help us out. They just want to go there.
I was there.
If you're killing two birds with a stone, okay, I want social media, but you need help. So
yeah, but we need it to be we need it to be genuine. You know, we don't just want you to come for paparazzi. You know. And that's also for, we had drop-off locations before, but we realized that the drop-off locations, some people even go and pick out the good shoes.
Are you for real?
Yeah, you know, so that's why we decided, you know what, we'll come and pick up the shoes from where you are.
Let me take Mariam. Are you there? Oh, Gloria. Gloria, are you there?
Gloria, yes, I'm there.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Please, I want to ask, is it only shoes they collect? Because I have lots of clothes and shoes I want to give out. I don't know, is it only shoes?
Madam, it's only shoes. We just collect only shoes, ma.
There are other organizations, I'm sure, that accept clothes. But definitely for them, it's just shoes. Save a soul.
My church does clothes, but you have to wash, iron, you know, they have to look presentable and bring them. Okay, so before we run off, Femi, tell us what's your dream for next year? Let's take it for granted that this year is done 10,000 shoes. You do your pickups on Sunday. How do you make this bigger?
Okay, so next year, like Madam said, we should go out to the people that will not deliberate. So our target will probably be 100,000 shoes, and we'll go out of Lagos and try and put shoes on the shoeless across Nigeria.
Fantastic, well done.
And how can we help in that dream, for next year? Because it will definitely need some money.
All right.
If people can support us.
All right, no problem. All right, that's all we can say. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming. We always support your cause because it's a good thing. We'd like to also, we do this because we want to encourage those out there to find something, find a cause, find something to help. Always give back. Let's take a few tweets before we run off.
Just one. Royal Panda says, it's a nice idea, very humanitarian of the Save a Soul group. God bless you.
Oh, yes, so fantastic. All right, that's all we can take on this segment. When we come back, how small-scale businesses can survive in hostile environments. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So, small businesses take time to mature and grow. Hostile economic times can therefore take a major toll on small businesses. For some, operating in such environment becomes volatile for entrepreneurs, especially when there is heightened insecurity in the land and the environment is not conducive. In view of all these security issues, we have in certain areas, we now ask, how do small businesses survive? Joining us is an entrepreneur, Sumni Smart Francis. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
Tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to have this conversation is because everybody's talking entrepreneurship, starting a business, everybody's getting excited. Young people are looking for opportunities to build their businesses. And then we have insecurity issues. There is Ikorodu drama happening. If there was the killing in Sabo, so many issues going on. Yeah. Businesses are having to close shop, workers closing early, people are having late night, they can't sleep at night because they are having one eye open at night. How do you sustain a business, especially a small business, in this kind of environment?
We must actually first check the intention of the entrepreneur. Okay. Because when you look at platforms like that, it's the fact that you identified an opportunity in the midst of that turmoil. And it's more or less you trending on landmines when you get to like source your supplies and your demand and stuff like that. So for you to have the guts to go into that, it qualifies you as an entrepreneur. And the survivor instinct is more or less based on that innovation of me being able to do this in this kind of an environment. So for the fact that you can train and do business alone, you should be able to survive.
Okay.
The thing is,
go ahead, sir.
Yeah, the thing is growth for these guys. Once they start surviving, they get too reserved because they have this monopoly kind of instinct that I'm the only one selling bread, everybody's scared to open their shops, then they relax and remain there. So I think they are not growing most times. But the ones that decide to exist, they do survive.
Okay. So for instance, in Ikorodu, because I cannot open my shop past 6 o'clock, or because I cannot even walk around, there's a curfew after 7 o'clock, I have to close early. So man hours drop, effectivity drops, right? Yeah. How do you still, so everybody has a capacity. My question is, there's a capacity to make this amount of money per 8 working hours a day, but all of that has been reduced because of the insecurity around. What are the intelligent ways by which you can still do your business in such areas and maximize your opportunities?
Of course, it's more or less getting used to your customers, getting very close to them. So you get to have things like home delivery and direct communication of product and services. So it's getting very intimate with you guys. It's your environment. You already know your clients. You're not going to open after 8 o'clock or after 6 o'clock. And somebody then calls you after that time. You can as well send any of your staff, and they can do an internal delivery of a business or a service to your clients. So I think very close relationship with your consumers and your customers is a very smart way to go.
Let's talk. To invest is a major issue for a lot of people. Then when you've had the business and you've suffered a loss, a major one, how do you just, you know, get back up on your feet and start again? Because for some people, presently I've been trying to raise capital for some people to start business, and it's been a whole lot of issues.
Or their shops get burnt up or something.
They suffered a major loss and they just don't know how to get back up. And all they're thinking is, if you can just get me like an insurance scheme that gets me back where I was, that's the only way I can, you know, move on. So how do you get back up, and how do you, you know,
you see, that particular question begins with a person. It's as an entrepreneur, there's this diehard spirit that qualifies you to be one. And that's the fact that when you fall, you're going to rise again, even without any encouragement or anybody giving you that fund to do so. Another thing you could look for in that area, it's partnership. There's a lot of businesses outside your environment that they do not have those customers on those clienteles. You can as well partner with these guys and sell this product for them, because there's a huge demand in your environment due to this insurgency or due to this problem that you were explaining. So looking at external partnership would be one of the wonderful ways to do things. Sometimes you can do business without money if you have the right partner.
So looking at areas that are consistently going to Taraba, where you have herdsmen attack, Benue State, even the Northeast with the Boko Haram insurgency, how much risk should someone take to say, I'm doing a business?
Should you relocate?
Yeah, how much risk should you say, okay, you don't want to close down, and you know that frequently you keep getting attacks. Is there a point where you get to tell yourself that?
Funny enough, my organization does a lot with the IDPs as well. We've got the Empower Bono project, and going to the Northeast, which I usually and regularly do, you find out that it's not, you find out that there are entrepreneurs out there, we call them, who are really, really brave. And it's not just the bravery, it's the appetite for profit. They are just seeing this opportunity that nobody's opening shop. It's a brilliant day for me to sell all my goods. And since everybody decided to close down, people will still buy bread, and some people will still drink and eat food. And they decide to open their own shop. So it's that guts that says, I want to make it in life, irrespective of what's happening around me.
Look at what happened a few days ago. A few geologists, professors from the university, brave enough, took precaution. They had security men with them. There were police, there were JTF, there were army officers with them, searching for oil in Lake Chad. That's entrepreneurship, and that's huge investment.
That's actually a government task, a government assignment.
I'm saying that if Jumoke or Oluwaloni Limited wanted to do something like that, the amount of risk they put and the amount of investment that went down when Boko Haram just came. Her question again, is it wise for anyone to take such a huge risk?
Anyway, business itself is a risk. Either you're investing it in a turmoil area or hostile area, or you're investing it in your very comfortable zone. The amount of money that you put in business alone, if you're going to lose that money, you would crash. Even if a person's shop that got burned down and a person's shop that liquidated is the same kind of pain. The only difference is that you just watch the flames and fire go up. But inside of you, it's also flames and fire.
You're right, because I have a friend who sells a product, and when the dollars went up, he maintained his price. His competition actually increased their price. So they're selling the product about 2,000 something. He maintained his rate. Once the dollar came back, all their customers came to this person, and now he has more. So those are the kind of risks you take. But I want to ask a question concerning the employee-employer relationship in this kind of situations. Employees come late to work. They sometimes they want to close early. As an employer, as an entrepreneur, what are the considerations you should take, considering all this, consideration for your staff, taking in view the issues happening in the society? Should we be more sensitive to their needs, to the fact that they can work from home? Because we have entrepreneurs still demanding the same level of productivity from their staff, even when things get hostile in the environment. So what would you advise entrepreneurs to do in this period?
No, then that becomes selfishness, because you cannot put forward a human life because you got to make funds. You got to be able to look for measures in a way that you have to accommodate the fact that they have to be safe. So it's very important that you draw up a plan that would involve you not putting the life of your staffs at risk, probably making them do the early shift. If you're staying in premises, then you do the late hours. So it's very, very important that you do not take profit before humanity. That's very important.
There's a song out there saying that how many suya somebody go sell before it go blow. And any time I hear that song, I wonder that, you know, you have a business as an entrepreneur, you do it every day. What defines success in it? Does it have to get to that point where you declare billions, you have arrived, the cars and everything, before you say you're successful? Because, you know, a lot of Nigerian youth these days, that's the mentality. Everybody is thinking, I got to do it big, and I have to arrive at the point I'm doing it. Like Jumoke now is saying, I'm training people to become millionaires, and everybody's thinking, okay, I would call Jumoke, I want to be a millionaire. Nobody knows.
They don't know the amount of work.
How do you define success?
How do you define success with anything that you do? And, you know?
Anyway, I'll use my organization as another example. The Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, through a program we called ION, that we empower entrepreneurs. And how we qualify the fact that you're successful, you've done well with the grants we've given you, is if you've been able to impact another life. So if you've been able to employ somebody that is working directly with you, or somebody that is working indirectly with you, then you are successful, because you're not just putting bread and butter on your plate, you are impacting another family. Fantastic. That's how I define it.
Okay, let me take Mustafa very quickly from Misolo. Mustafa, are you still there?
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
My name is Mustafa Ali.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I really appreciate this program, serious.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's why I think I just call now.
All right, yeah. Thank you. Right.
I like that.
Okay.
So I'm trying to build entrepreneurs, right? And I find that more people are interested in the money than in the work. So it seems like the Nigerian spirit today is just survival. We have forget passion. When we're thinking makeup, we're thinking sewing, all the things that pay. So it's more about money than passion. So now, if I already have a deficit in that people are just chasing money. If I'm now in a hostile environment that I have to be creative, I have to close my shop, maybe I want you to even work from home so that you're safe, but the person doesn't have passion, how do I, the employer, ensure that I'm best utilizing their talent?
Even ignite that passion in them.
How is that possible?
I bet to differ though, but you ain't gonna find passion in a hostile area. I'm not gonna be in an IDP zone or in a insurgency zone, and you're telling me to bring my passion and come open your shop based on passion. I can only see profit or salary. So you stay with your own passion and boost your own passion so much, and employ the right people who are look for hard work.
Okay.
Rather look for hard work in that kind of an environment.
Okay.
You're hardly going to find passion.
Okay.
Right. Interesting.
What are the kind of businesses you think can thrive in areas that are volatile? Kind of businesses that people should actually
daily needs. Talking about food, we're talking about you're not going to see a lot of people doing makeup and doing nails. So Brazilian Air is not going to sell that much, but definitely daily needs, bathing soap or cosmetics, a talk shop, which is a supermarket, can definitely trend. Pharmaceutical drugs, medication, people tend to get sick, there's things like that. So those are the things that I really feel that could work. Also, you can also work on a value chain.
Okay.
Transportation is a very good one, because everybody is very scared to train through the landmine. So if you have a transport and you can say, I can help you bring your goods from Yola to Adamawa or from Adamawa to Maiduguri, then that's another thing that a lot of people would
what would you say to investors, about volatile areas like this, especially, let's talk about the Northeast, investors helping these people?
Investors help?
Yes,
investors are interested in making more money.
I mean,
and
not just
you,
investors, just entrepreneurs, bigger entrepreneurs that they can set up businesses in those areas to help them out.
Okay, on the other hand, what an investor want to look at is what can I take out from that area.
Right.
And they would partner if you have a proper plan and a proper idea of funds. And I'm sure there are smart investors doing that on the ground in these areas.
All right, let's take a quick break with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. I think we have Etim. Etim, are you still there?
Well, I'm still there.
Thanks for holding on. Go ahead, please.
I just want to commend the man, the studio, Mr. Francis. I really learned a lot from him concerning the small-scale business of the thing. And I want to commend you ladies as well for bringing in.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. That is my contribution.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So Adebayo Kayode says, it is very difficult for small businesses to survive in this country. Government policies are killing and cost of doing business. And Omolaja Olatunji says, an entrepreneur needs risks assessments before delving in. So calculated risk is part and parcel of business to mitigate loss. Please tell us how an entrepreneur in a volatile area can carry out a risk assessment to know, should I do it or not?
It varies, eh?
Okay.
And it varies to what's happening in the environment.
Okay.
So it's practically just opening your eyes for yourself and seeing. Because for you to start using a formula in an area where there's landmines and bomb, then that formula might not work. And for you to start introducing a formula in that area might not just be the right thing. Open up your eyes and see, is it safe for me to go out?
Okay,
and is it safe for me to close my shop?
Let me take this call from Olufumi. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
I'm Olufumi calling from Ikorodu.
Yes, go ahead.
Please, I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
I want to speak to Jumoke. Jumoke, please, I can I join your business scale?
Okay, you talk to her online for that. Thank you very much, Olufumi. Talk to her online. You go to her Twitter page. All right, I need to ask you something concerning entrepreneurs and changing okay, for example, you're a woman, you're selling maybe soap or something, and your shop got blown up by Badu or whatever it is, you know, in your community. Now, what I've learned from you so far is that it would be nice for you to either partner with bigger stores to deliver to your own customers, but that means that as of today, what we'll probably be advising business owners is to have a database of your customers. Let them know that, listen, guys, you know that after 6 o'clock we have to close. So give me your phone number, let me, so I can reach you. If you need anything, call me and I'll find a way to deliver to you. So people need to start understanding their community. But what, aside from partnering with bigger people, bigger firms and getting database, what else can these entrepreneurs put in place? What other structures can they put in place to maintain their customers and also maximize their profit in this environment? What other suggestions would you give?
At the same time, a good database, like you said, it would definitely work. That's the key point.
Okay.
And what database would you keep if you aren't getting people coming to you? So you have to do a price check.
Okay.
So like your friend that you said earlier, who kept his price at the same, kept his price low, that would definitely create a lot of customer base to your own platform or to your own shop. So when you have that that test for your product because your price is extremely low, you see, as I said earlier, a lot of them take too much advantage of the fact that my shop is the only one, or because you're only 4 in this area. But the smartest thing to do at that time is to go extremely low, because now they don't just see you selling a product; they see that you care. Bread is 500 naira everywhere, but with this guy, it's 220 naira. And because of that, they think, you know what, this guy cares about us. He's not selling us bread, he's giving us bread. He's keeping it the same, he just wants us to eat bread. You're not more a shop to them, you're a brother, you're a sister. And because of that, they're just going to keep around you, and you can market that to that big partner.
Let me take Oluwakemi, I think, on the phone. Are you still there, Oluwakemi?
Yes, good morning.
Morning, go ahead, please.
I just wanted to commend you guys on the show. I'm actually a first-time caller.
Thank you very much, Oluwakemi.
And I've been trying to reach you concerning the Save the Soul on the show.
Okay.
So I don't know how I can.
We'll give you all the details on TVC Connect. Just go to TVC Connect, #YourViewTVC. We'll get you the details on how you can donate your shoes.
Okay. All right. Olusegun Afolabi says, wow, this guy is smart. No wonder he has smart in his name. It's a wonderful show. So, you've given us so many tips. I've learned so much, you know. The one of database, Mariah, how come nobody thought of that? The one of partnering with other people, so you can say, oh, rather than me going to go and buy, you go and buy, put a 20 naira profit margin on top, deliver to my own client, since you do not have client. Fantastic idea. What of online, sir?
Online, yeah, online is good. It's great. one of the ways a lot of them I've operated. But just because I've been able to go to some of these areas, like I said, in the Northeast, I see that online is as good as nothing.
Why? They don't have internet.
Yeah, probably there's only one mast in the entire area. A lot of telcos have moved away from there. So you don't want to really start focusing on that.
Why are the telcos not maximizing their profits in those areas? Are they being boggled?
The cost of blasting the entire mast or entire communication entity is very high. Nobody wants to make such a risk.
Right. Okay. Let me take Dr. Shola from Moe. Are you there, Dr. Shola?
Yes, please.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I just want to appreciate the beautiful work you are doing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It's fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Particularly the simplicity of Mariah. You know, you are just too much.
Thank you very much, Shola.
And we are moving forward.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Nima.
Okay, I wanted, because you're here and because of the encouragement that we're getting on Twitter, you seem to be like the person to encourage our youth out there. Those idle hands who think, I need a 9 to 5 before I can say I have life. To think out of the box and, you know, do something. I would like that you
encourage us, people. We entrepreneurs out here.
Yeah, it's always, for me, it's a different ball game. I don't always get a person out of his job and say, go out. As the president of the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, I don't do that. Entrepreneurship is from within. And it's not something somebody has to force you and encourage you to do. On the other side of the world, entrepreneurship is based on passion, like you said, or it's something that you're so creative about and you want to make profit from it. On this side in Africa, it's more or less an option for job creation or unemployment. So, but I would just accept, because we are on your view, right?
Yes.
And give that advice. So if you are out there and you just believe that it's all about 9 to 5 and 9 to 5, I tell you there's 1,000,001 opportunities out here, especially in Nigeria. The more the problem you see in this country, the more the profit. So please take advantage of everything around you that you find as a problem and make money from it.
Fantastic. And I also want that, another thing I learned from our conversation is that if you're living in the Northeast or areas that have issues, don't bother selling Brazilian hair. All those, don't sell those things. Look around you and see what problems they have in your own. What are the needs? Those fast-moving goods are definitely good, and find creative ways of distributing and understand, and safety first. Put your employees into consideration. Don't say you have to be here till 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Understand that there's curfew, have a delivery system where you can deliver early in the morning, stuff like that. Get creative and be more understanding.
And you can take advantage of the value chain.
Right.
So you have transport system, the others do not. You can say, okay, for a small margin, I'll transport your goods for you.
Fantastic.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
That's all we can take on the show today. Have a lovely day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.